video, what we're going to do is go over all the details and the functions and features behind this scooter. At the end, I do have riding footage as well as night footage, so check that out in the timestamps. So I'm going to start it off and say that I have ridden probably over 12, as in a dozen fast e-scooters. And I'm not talking about the ones that go like 15 miles per hour. I'm talking 35 miles per hour plus, 40 plus, 50 plus, a dozen of them. This is hands down my favorite by GooBee. I love this one. So let's jump into the things that I love about it most, and then we'll kind of get into the nitty gritty. So first and foremost, the suspension. Outside of the speed, we'll jump into that in a sec. The suspension is amazing. So you have coils here you have coil suspension on the front and on the back. So you have dual suspension as well as 10x4 pneumatic tires. So having those tires paired with the dual suspension gives huge suspension when you're actually riding. It's massive, and this has a huge weight capacity, but when you're going over bumps, it makes it so smooth, which is just one of my favorite parts. Like, it's really quiet when you're riding. I mean, you're going 50 miles per hour, and it's just this like really fast, very quiet. So that the speed, you can't get this and not be expecting massive speed. This can go 58 miles per hour. So it's honestly just mind-blowing how fast this thing can get going, but it does that with the 6,000 watt motor. So between the dual motors, so you can choose, and I'll jump into those in a sec. You can be just riding with the back or just the front, but dual motors, which can get going 58 miles per hour, which is amazing. And also 60 miles, the range. So like super fast, high range, huge suspension, has lights, which we're gonna check out at the end. It's just amazing. We just started, if you can see, even right here, it just started to rain a little bit, and I'm even good out here in the rain with this, which I really like that. I don't have to like worry about like anything that's gonna happen. So this thing's just built super well. So it's very easy to, you can turn it on right here with this, and you might not be able to see it, but I'll kind of cover it because we're out in daytime, but it shows voltage right there, and then you can turn it on right here. And with this screen, you can toggle between different things of single or dual motor. And then you can also go eco or turbo mode. And when you are in turbo dual motor in gear 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 being the fastest, it goes so fast. The acceleration is amazing, which we'll get, footage of that in the riding, but that's really nice. The trigger itself is very tactile. What do I mean by that? Is others, I swear, like you pull on it and it's like stop, go. And I don't like that. I pull down on it a little bit and it's go. I put it on it more, it's more go, and all the way it's full throttle. So it's extremely tactile from every single spot, which gives you a lot of control, which I really do like that. The brakes is another huge one. These are zoom brakes. So you have dual brakes. I mean, look at these things. These things are beast down here. So it's giving you can stop on a dime, which you need when you're going fast with something like this, something that's heavy like this. And it's heavy because it has a very big motor to it, big battery to it. It's very well built. It's not dinky metal. So you want to be able to stop when you need to. So having that makes it so nice, where I am pulling on this with all my might. Like, look at this. It stops. It's not coming at me, and I got over 100 pounds coming at me. So I really, really like that. But you let go, and it just functions very well. This thing right here, if you don't know what this is a damper. A lot of people call it a speed damper, where you can adjust it from high to low. And what that does is, if you think about when you're in a car, you have 4 wheels, so you have stability left to right. But on something like this, a motorcycle, you have no stability left to right. So what this allows is it gives you that additional stability that you would be getting on something that has 4 wheels, because now you have something that's fighting against you or with you. So what I mean by that is, as I twist right here, it's wanting to give stability from right to left versus just pivoting right here. So what that means is when you're actually riding, you're actually able to do this with one hand when you're riding, because it's giving you that stability versus others where it's just like everywhere. So I really like that. Speed damper, because when you're going really fast, the last thing you want is speed wobble. This will get rid of that, which is really nice. You have lights, which I'm going to show you in the back, or sorry, at the nighttime, but you have lights on the back, which you can signal. So that's really cool. And they look really cool and nice. So I'm going to show you that. You have the flap, because this thing could kick up, a rock or mud or whatever that may be. By having this flap, it protects all of that, which is really nice. The battery on this is just beast, as I already said, on the range and the speed. It is collapsible. So if I wanted to, I could fold this down, clip it, and this whole thing from this area right here, it can pivot. So if you needed to be able to get this in the back of your car or whatever that may be, you can pivot it down, which is really nice. Totally adjustable, height adjustable. So right here on the front, I have 3 different areas where I can adjust the height. I have this on the highest just so you can kind of see where that's at. But then you have the lock system, and then you have 3 adjustments as far as height. So between all of this, and then by the way, it also has a really, really loud horn to be able to let people know that you're coming. This mic is probably not going to do it justice, but it's extremely loud, letting people know that you're coming. So between that, everything that I've already talked about, let's jump into some riding footage, but I can't say enough good about it. Rode over a dozen. This is my favorite. Let's do that. So check this thing out at night. It looks amazing. And the amount of light that it is throwing off here at the front does not even do it justice in this video. It has a super long throw, very wide angle, so it's lighting up everything you need to at night. And what I have happening right here is I have it toggling through all the different options of colors, like the flashes and all that. It does come with a remote where you can like set it to whatever you want, but I wanted to be able to show you guys like all the options, so I'm going to have that toggling through while we're checking this out. It has constantly on red lights in the back, and then here it has constantly on lights on the front, but it also does have brake lights. So when I do the brakes on the back, there are extra red lights that light up, letting people know that you are braking. And then turn signals, so let's turn those bad boys on. Right here up top is where you do that, and you just flip the switch to the left, and left goes on, and it doesn't just show it from the back, but it also shows it from the front a little bit. You can see that blue going on. Let's do this on the right. So this thing is just amazing. It looks incredible when you're riding this thing around. It is a showstopper. We wanted to show you guys what it looks like at night.